Hello and welcome everyone. It is time. Oh my god. Sorry, it is time for another Restream, and this time it is the PC Gaming Show from PC Gamer, as they have done it for about 10 years actually, which is impressive. And I think we all are probably going to be a bit interested in some nice updates on PC games, because, well, I play on PC. I think most of my audience does play on PC primarily, and I think we can all enjoy some good, indie or, mid-sized PC games. And it's gonna be New Blood. I think everyone likes New Blood games. I have not heard they suck so far. Also, yeah, if you're wondering, hey, Nia, where's Agonia? First of all, she's not feeling well. She's in bed, so she's recovering. She will be there again with us on Wednesday, hopefully. Otherwise, if you're wondering, yeah, why didn't you cover brand new PC games, getting while they're fresh? I hope we're going to. I do also hope Claire, and I think she will, but we'll have to see a bit. But hello, Claire. By the way, if you're wondering, hey, why are you starting a half an hour earlier? Just just going through a bit over the past days, what has been announced, and, well, if you're wondering, hey, why haven't you restreamed the Xbox showcase? Fuck Microsoft, they're literally selling software and applications directly to the Israeli Defense Forces and helping a genocide, and they're profiteering from that. I will not give them any coverage, period. So, yeah. This be that. Also, from what I saw, not much interesting shit has been announced on their show. Like, there've been a few things. What? But yeah, so not much missed. So yeah, by the way, as usual, if you're in the community and if you're saying, hey, I want to join the yapping, speak up, sit in the server, and I can pull you in, as usual. We might have some guests coming, so that is gonna be interesting, and yeah. Okay. So yeah, they should announced some cool looking PS5 games. Shame about the first party stuff. Yeah, that's definitely true. Like the first party stuff of Xbox has been just weak as fuck. But also, like, even from the stuff that they did announce that isn't from them, they just bought. It's always the thing where, like, Microsoft has not been able to shake the used car salesman vibe in a long time. Like, everything they have done over the past years was just they used up their vastly bigger blood money they got from military contracts to basically just buy shit up when it got popular on the PlayStation. Like, this was always the case. It's like, this started even back in the day, everyone was like, they showed Metal Gear Solid 5 at Xbox. Yeah, because Metal Gear Solid was one of the most popular series on the PlayStation up until that point. So they literally went and gave Konami a shit ton of money. Then when then they cared nothing about any kind of, Atlus games, until Persona 5 became a global phenomenon. Oh, interesting how suddenly Sega just gets a shit ton of money to just, show off all the new Persona games at the Xbox showcase, a platform where, I have to remind you, barely anyone plays Persona games on. There is an audience there, but it's just outnumbered vastly by the PlayStation audience, because that has been there for the PlayStation 1. Just saying. And, yeah. It's just always the same case. Okay, honestly, yeah, that was probably the funniest thing I noticed, because that's the thing. I always notice that because people will still post about it on Blue Sky, but it was so fucking funny to see everyone just getting baffled that Silk Song, one of the most anticipated indie games of the past years, just was a side note in a Xbox branded PC handheld. That's, yeah, as you said, the indignity is incredible. It's just a side note on the genocide supporter show. That's bad. It is bad. Oh well. Yeah, otherwise it was just mediocre. Okay. Honestly, it is kind of baffling that I know the PC gaming show is probably not gonna be the biggest thing, but they always had some smaller things. They are basically there for, publishers like New Blood that have interesting games, a lot of boomer shooters, and that are there to actually showcase stuff. I'm fine with that. I mean, hey, maybe we might even be seeing some actual footage or some more in-depth information about Dawn of War Definitive Edition. That would fit really well there, and I would love that, but... Oh god, Space Station 13. I absolutely forgot that was last year that they announced that. I started streaming it. I became literally the VIP in the Space Station 14 community/administration for a few weeks, and now all of that just completely evaporated because their whole moderation team left. So yeah, fun fact, if you watched any of my Space Station 14 streams last year and were like, oh hey, this seems kind of nice, this was legitimately because a lot of people try to spam racist shit or swastikas in the chat, but the moderation team they were like, oh no, she's streaming, go online, let's just shield her, let's not get a bad impression out. So yeah, interesting things happened there. Yeah, I know. Big rip. I don't know, maybe this year we have Space Station 15, maybe that one will run better, who knows? So yeah, by the way, if you noticed, as I said in the chat, in the description, we will get to Tales from the Borderlands afterwards. I mean, usually I have at least over an hour time after an episode. We are in the last episodes, just using that up for the PC gaming show today, and then we just go to and play some nice Borderlands. But yeah, they always had some stuff, and again, the highest chance of showing RTS games, and as much as I will rip through most RTS games that are being announced, because I think most of them are mediocre and are not doing the bare minimum to match the good ones of the genre. I am still want to see if people try to make a new RTS game. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you here. You know what I would love to see as an RTS game, actually? Iron Harvest 2. Because the first one had just technical problems at launch and all. But it was the one RTS game I literally sat there and were like, I like what I'm playing here. It wasn't the best. It was, a bit more of an arcadey, Company of Heroes style game. But that made it a lot more closer to Dawn of War than most RTS games out there. And again, if they make a sequel, starting with already the 4 factions they had in the first game with the add-on, and build on what they have, I would, and maybe make it more like Dawn of War, I would genuinely love to play that. Because again, I am down for new RTS games, and this is one studio and one IP I do definitely want to see more of. Because, ye old word, it has potential. Big potential, actually. So yeah. This be that. Oh yeah, I'm not surprised that the Switch 2 is larger. It's also more expensive, so yeah. Not having one. We're still kind of saving up for a new TV overall because, the worst part about the whole TV thing is, like, the right side now has just, like, more and more, like, it's not unusable, it's just, they're like this big light dots. And it kind of sucks, but it's not unplayable. The worst thing I noticed, though, is that when you when you play games like Neo 3 on older LCD monitors, the visual contrast and gradient is off. It's too slurry, and I feel like this is because modern OLEDs have HDR and like just better contrast in of itself. That if you get that one, a lot of the modern games will just look a lot better. So we're literally sitting here, being like, interesting how the best suggestion for a new OLED TV for us is devs suck at making good-looking games on normal monitors anymore. But yeah, I don't know, like, so far this year, it's kind of baffling to me that, like, all the good announcements, aside from Resident Evil 9, which Jeff Keighley definitely bought into for his very, very rancid show, they were all during the State of Play. I went over it. We had Neo 3, we had Romeo as a Dead Man, and ooh, nice. Congrats on food. By the way, Lena, do you want to join the yapping? It's always open. Yeah, I think the sad part about this is that I think Keighley always had the sure, keep it, no pressure. If it's just a maybe, all right, ping me when you want to come in. I think that's the thing. I think Keighley had always 2 things, I would say, where he excelled at in his shows. And this was, on one hand, he knew how to pick especially indie games. Like, and you still saw that in the last one. Like, for example, Felt That Boxing, amazing. That's like one of those picks where, like, yeah, that's one of those types of indie games you expect at Summer Game Fest / the Game Awards that are there because, Keighley is connected and, knows what a good game is to have on the show. That's like, oh, hey, this looks interesting. On the other hand, the thing is with the rest is like, he probably had a lot of gacha money this year, and the rest of everything was the other publishers just had more contracts to show games, so he just didn't have anything. And what he had was, hey, we have a skrunkly co-op game that all look like Hazelight. Or, hey, it's Hades at home. Or, hey, it's an extraction shooter again. Or, hey, it's another fucking gacha game. So, yeah, aside from the rancid shit, that just pales, but like, I wrote this on Blue Sky because, like, it's just also the fact that I say there is not a lot of, okay, we know what we can do in terms of risk making or like an inherent understanding of game audiences, because that's where I can say the State of Play knew exactly, and those are studios and series they always worked with, Sony worked with a lot, or directly published and funded games where you directly know they know there's definitely other financial interests signing off Geoff's show. Like, the gacha games are definitely only there because they gave him a lot of money. Like, that's the thing. It's not even surprising because Geoff Keighley is relying on external funding and those really expensive slots. So obviously, the companies that go and are like, hey, we have a lot of money and we want to drag in more whales. We want your ad space. Period. That's just the obvious thing that will happen there. And he can't say no to that because, again, he needs that money to run the show. Or maybe pull in, a few premieres that, might otherwise just ended up in a State of Play again as, Resident Evil 9. But that's the thing. The State of Play, they knew what the audience was. And they knew that those games are for an audience. Meanwhile, when I look at the gaming shows, the Summer Game Fest, it was, here are a lot of things about stuff that is roughly popular. It is less, I can see who this is for, and more, I can see who this is copying. And that's always the thing where discern game announcements. Can I see who this is for? Or can I see who is it copying? And let me tell you, Summer Game Fest was very much on the copying side. State of Play was very much on the this is for someone's side. And another certain show was also very much on the copying side. With some outliers, I have to add. But, they are not from the Genocide Corporation and will be on all platforms, so that's that. But yeah. And I think just to end that comparison in the most ironic way, yeah. Hello Sophie, by the way. A lot of trailers definitely did not show what the game was about. There are way too many cinematic trailers this year. It's just embarrassing. And yeah, there is a reason why I can say the best show was the State of Play, because they showed gameplay. Hell, in terms of Neo 3, they also were like, and here's a big demo, and it's a really meaty demo already. You can play co-op. There's a lot of base stuff, and like there's a, you can explore part of the small open world. It's impressive. It's really good, and you can just try this early build and give feedback. And it's like, hey, cool. it's not just announcing a game. It's also like, hey, you can have some trying and impact. And then, obviously the big top off with Marvel minus Capcom, aka Tokon. That's just like, I said this on Wednesday already. That is like one game where they exactly knew what their audience was. Because you do not make a 4v4 tag fighter. It is Marvel minus Capcom. Like, seriously, Marvel vs. Capcom was a tag fighter that they slowly scaled up to 3v3. And now, Axis sits on a pure Marvel game and it's Marvel 4v4. Marvel 4. It's Marvel 4! It's gonna be called Marvel 4. Like, even some moves, like I think from, how's it called again? Ghost Rider, are like, there were one or two moves that are like literally from Marvel vs. Capcom. They're like definitely a nod to that. They know exactly what they're doing with that game. But that's the thing, There was always an audience for the Marvel fighting game genre because there were Marvel fighting games, good and popular ones, since the arcade days. And since Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, which was not good, there weren't really any. And now they're coming around with that game. And again, this is why I say the State of Play knew exactly who their audience was. Because if you're a publisher and you want to foray into a genre like fighting games, with a big IP, the course of action would be to not take risks. That's like, everyone will always tell you that. This is, by the way, where I can say that, that League of Legends fighting game, no matter how people tell it's gonna be great, they never played fighting games. Because if you advertise your fighting game, it's a beginner level and easy to pick up and super nice. That's not going to get people into the genre. The fighting game genre, similar to RTS, is for sickos. People who play those, like, if you want to get somewhat good at fighting games, it means you have to play against other people and you will eat shit for years. You will eat shit. Then you will get good, then you will start to win, and then it will feel amazing. So if you make a game that's watered down, the audience that is already playing will not pick it up. The audience that you might garner from a simple fighting game, or RTS on that matter, that actually, gets a taste of, oh hey, I like that, I want to get into that, well, they will reach the point, because if you make a game deliberately simple, there will not be a lot of depth. It will not be. In these kind of genres, you will have some entry-level face wall or not a lot of depth. They will inevitably go to the things with more depth. But if you not actually have a big insight into those groups, you might just not realize that. Yeah, as Lena said, there were a bunch of fighting games that presented as were aimed at non-fighting game players, were simpler and none of them ever took off. True, and the only one that I could say that is branded as that is Smash Bros. And let me tell you, Smash Bros. Melee, or even Smash Bros. On the N64, is simple in input schematics. It's not a simple game. Most people probably just attribute that to be it's Nintendo, which is bullshit. It's a Sakurai game. Let's just discern that very quickly. And second of all, if you want to get good at Smash Bros, you still eat shit, because Smash Bros is still an in-depth fighting game. Like, literally, Ultimate and the Wii U one was made by Bandai Namco, the Tekken people. It's still a complex game, because again, if you're getting into that genre, you're a sicko and you want to eat shit, quote unquote, and learn and have that depth. So yeah, this is why I say Sony knew exactly who they are targeting with Tokon because, first of all, it's a big IP with a history, and they threw shade at Marvel vs. Capcom not happening for years now, over a decade almost, and 4v4 take fighting, which basically means, holy shit, the complexity levels that can happen there are going to be insane, especially in a game where you know it's Marvel, there are going to be a fuck ton of characters happening. A fuck ton of characters. If you're a fighting game sicko and you want to learn a game in depth, Marvel Tokon is gonna be your game. Yeah, the thing is, that's the stuff. That's the part. Similar with Street Fighter 6. Like, a simpler input scheme is generally a better entry barrier, but even then, people will switch to the more complex one because you can actually do more stuff with that. But then at that point, you will face the reality of you have to buy a fighting stick because that's what this whole genre is built about. The whole fighting game genre is built around the idea that you bring a piece of arcade gaming home. Yep, that's totally true. Like, I saw those characters and they're so on point. Axis knows how to design them, but we're going to start in like almost a minute now, so slowly going over to the browser here. Hello. And let's just pop you up. Make you all a bit look nicer. They only have 720p. What is going on, PC Gamer? Not streaming in 1080p. But yeah, the thing is, most are built around that you have at least a stick. That's the thing. Like, having input buttons, but like having the stick for clear inputs, that's just kind of mandatory if you really want to compete at high levels. But let's switch over here. Let's switch over here. Thank you, OBS. And let's enjoy the PC gaming show, shall we? And if anything is, just tell me how the audio is. But yeah, Marvel Tokon. They know their audience game this year, and it will sell well.
Welcome to the PC Gaming Show 2025. My name is Sean Day-Night Plot, and once again, I am thrilled to be here with you, showing you the latest game trailers, previews, and world-exclusive first looks at what's ahead in the world of PC gaming. But even more importantly, I'm delighted to be joined again by the co-host with the most, Mika Burton.
Thank you, Sean. It is great to be back on the PC Gaming Show, especially since we're cooking up something extra special this year. As you can see, Sean and I are broadcasting today's show from a crucible of clandestine accoutrements.
Oh, that's right. Here in our high-tech hardware workshop, we've assembled some of the finest PC gadgetry for some of the world's smoothest secret operatives. You know where all the spies get all their coolest toys? One's from us.
We've made headsets that double as wall-climbing suction cups.
We've made keyboards that can turn into cars that turn into boats.
We've also built a laptop that's a crossbow that's also a blunderbuss, and I'm afraid to touch it. That's how you know it's good.
We made a gamer chair that turns completely invisible thanks to cloaking technology.
Sean, the invisible chair never actually made it out of R&D.
Well, that's what they want you to think. Regardless, we're in the process of using every ounce of our high-tech, top-secret, burn-after-reading black books engineering at our disposal to build what we call
the Rig.
Ooh. The Rig is a top-of-the-line AMD-powered gaming PC, and it could be yours. Because after we build it here today, we will be giving it away to one lucky viewer at the end of the show.
But that'll happen a bit later. right now, let's kick off the show the PC Gamer way with count 'em, 3 world premieres.
Well, let's see what they have.
Dahlia, I know you're nervous about going home. But you're going to be fine. We don't know the state of the crisis.
Oh, another system shock, like, I suppose.
A job's a job, right? Get in, get out. Don't get sucked back in.
Hello! Game Psychologe slash... can I call you Ben? Or... Oh yeah, sure.
Remember, Dee, it's just a job.
I mean, honestly, again, looks good. It's like Viscera cleanup System Shock. I like that combination. Eh. Fair point. Hope you're having a good day. Is this a steampunk world game? Okay. I almost thought it was that, but honestly, I like that. I don't think it's Borderlands yet, but like, I like what I'm seeing there.
You are already defeated.
The Sword Coast. Neverwinter.
Oh.
All these places will be consumed.
Okay, I think Neverwinter Nights remastered. Yep.
They call you the Shard Bearer, a piece of Gith's blade within you. The only one who can help us defeating the King of Shadows.
Bring in the accused.
It's Neverwinter Nights too.
Keep such relics of my people.
I will not shit on that. Neverwinter Nights 1 and 2 are great games. And you could use them as virtual tabletops. That was
None shall stand against
that was interesting.
you. Cannot stop me.
Like, honestly, editor/online community for Neverwinter Nights 2, I think, that was
Obsidian's
unique.
2006 classic RPG, but it's all new and shiny again. Honestly, I'm calling in sick the day it launches.
Ooh, me too. I think my excuse will be food poisoning.
I was gonna go with regular poisoning.
Interesting. Go on.
Well, I already have so many sworn enemies and even more unlabeled bottles in my kitchen, so it's entirely believable.
You know what? You do you, my guy. In the meantime, let's check in with Frankie and Jacob about the ring.
Okay.
Thanks, Mika. I'm here with PC Gamer's managing editor.
But yeah, by the way, sorry for the resolution. Only is going up to 720p for some reason.
Better, everyone watching will have a chance to win it for themselves.
This PC will be a gaming
No, those look good. I do like the robot western game.
Gigabyte Radeon RX 9070
Do would like to see more though, but it looked good.
Of Corsair Dominator Titanium DDR5 RAM.
We're also throwing in a Corsair K70 Pro keyboard, Asus ROG Swift OLED monitor, and a Corsair Nightsword RGB mouse, all handpicked by Jacob.
We didn't forget a thing. We're even including a mouse pad.
That's where your mouse lives, sleeps, and entertains other mice. Let's get to work.
Hey there, PC Gaming Show. Check out this next trailer. It's fabulous. Fresh tracks, or I will get you.
How do you stop that which never ends? In the endless, no two journeys are
Okay.
all the same way. come, remain by the fire, and hear the tale of Norwind's greatest champion. There's no one I would rather die alongside than you, my champion.
I can't say a lot about rhythm games other than Agonia plays Stepmania and I suck at it. Okay. I really can't say a lot about them. This is like, okay. Nice. Fritz Cola, the best cola. This, yeah. Yeah, it's a hero thing again, so. We've saw a bunch of those already, so, yeah. I mean, the thing is, like, rhythm games, I really do not know. Okay, this is. I generally feel bad for those games because Ratatan, I think was it called? Yeah, make a Patapon-like game. And then Patapon gets re-released on all platforms. Like, it still looks great. I mean, Patapon was like one of the few rhythm games I actually liked, so. Des virtuellen Imperialismus, Lena. Virtueller Imperialismus. We're gonna see more of that next week because Wiki 3 expansion's coming, and it's a big one. Huh. So yeah, gonna do some wild stuff probably. Maybe not, at least on Friday. We're gonna do some. Yeah. I can't hate this. It's yes, it's Patapon's knockoff, but it's a Patapon knockoff. I freaking love Patapon. Patapon is amazing. Look at him being cute. July. Honestly, I might even. Should we? I kind of want to play Ratata. Not gonna lie, it's cute. Maybe because I haven't played a lot of Patapon over the last years. We're gonna see a lot of bugs. Yeah, there are gonna be a lot of bugs in it. I mean, hopefully not. I just want to, you know. Oh, it's a movement game. It's not the Remedy one though. Oh yeah, the thing is, I forgot his name, but the chef of Remedy said he wants to make a movement game at some point in his life, and like, sure, do it. Oh yeah, it's very bold. But like, again, I don't think they expected that, you know, Patapon just re-releases on all platforms. You know, this is kind of similar to, remember when Dauntless was announced and they were like, yeah, you know, Monster Hunter isn't coming to the PC. And then it launched, and Monster Hunter game launched on PC before Dauntless. And then turned out Dauntless was just also not really that good. And then they made it worse with NFTs and crypto. Oh god, that was embarrassing. Okay. Apparently some indie game. It looked interesting. Yeah, Alex Casey, right.
To celebrate when something reinvents itself. Necess overhauls its graphics, gets major updates. It's beautiful.
It's almost as beautiful as the rig's Corsair RM1000X fully modular ATX power supply.
Oh, it's poetry. In fact, the only thing more poetic is
a perfectly executed heist set in a dystopian techno future. Yes! When we heard the makers of Payday and GTFO had a new co-op heist FPS in the works, you know we had to find out more. So we infiltrated 10 chambers and interrogated the makers of Den of Wolves. Here's all the info we dredged from their genius minds.
Honestly, Den of Wolf looked interesting from what I saw before.
Ready for the heist. We had stolen Tier 7 passkeys. Acquired the building schematics. And rerouted the security comms.
We're in position.
The package was as good as ours. Every variable accounted for, but we fucked it up anyway. Next time, we gotta be even more prepared.
Okay, not more. Oh, they're talking now. I mean, it's interesting that it's apparently more GTFO than Payday, but it could still be interesting. I mean, easily better than Payday 3. I've never been there, so.
First-person shooter, 4-player co-op heist game taking place in the future. We focus a lot on player agency, story, and keeping the player on their toes with some interesting elements that take you out of the brick-and-mortar world of Midway City, where the game takes place. It's a power fantasy, even though there's obviously tension as well with like stealth segments and stuff. But the identity of Denel's
interestingly, it's similar. Like, from what I know, from what I already revealed to some other people that could play it,
back into our Payday roots.
it tries to be more,
the sci-fi area where
you know, that you have multi-day heists, but they have they are supposed to have a bigger impact on the final heist. But there's just one difficulty, so it's in that regard it's way more like GTFO, and it tries to have a bit more fluid in and out of stealth stuff.
Designing the Midway City from the start, we knew we wanted big.
So there is Payday, but it's not Payday 2. It's different. So
it's this very large city arising
yeah.
from the sea. You want to look out at the city and see, like, okay, so this is a living, breathing city, and it works.
I mean, I do want to try it. Like, it generally looks still pretty good. So, you know, maybe they have a beta and we can all team up and just see how much we suck at it.
Coming back to the heist genre is sort of a, I don't know, after Payday 2, I felt like I had so much more things to do in my head.
Hey, maybe one day Paradox Interactive will notice us and we get invited.
Enhance the game, breaks the theme.
You know, we get invited to Stockholm to ParadoxCon and we can all meet up again. GTA was cool, but so I heard about that. I wanted to play it, but like, you know, difficulty isn't a problem for me. Like, we're currently like when we play Payday 2, it's always DSOD, and we want to finish everything on DSOD because like I like challenge, so that's not a problem for me. But like, yeah. So I won't have a problem with Den of Wolves probably being hard, but.
So it's a very classical in a way, dystopian take, kind of like a classic role-playing game of saying like, oh, this is the backdrop, and I'm gonna hand you a new adventure. and have a bit of fun.
But yeah, if they have a beta or alpha,
dives in the games, basically.
I'd be down for teaming up.
In the middle of whatever you're doing in the normal mission, you can basically jump to this other place. Thematically, there's these architects that build these defense mechanisms that gets injected into people's minds.
I know.
We're trying to break into one of those.
The dice allow us
It's
to
weird.
explore a little bit with visual art design and gameplay design. Just tracking down this specific person that you need to make a dive into to extract information. We don't need a bank vault for that. It could be a suburban, gritty area, or it can be a very high-end.
But that's actually the interesting part about it.
The dives provide change of pace and change of intensity in the game.
Yeah, it's GTFO.
And it could be a nightmarish sort
This,
of
you know,
thing.
that information you want to heist is in the mind of someone, and you need to dive into that mind during the heist. So that's cool. That's generally a cool idea.
We could just mix a lot of different stuff together because it's this very abstract place. And also with gameplay, we could go from a shooter to a platformer to a horror theme.
Or we can have sort of parkour experimentation where you can run on walls. We make the rules for what the dives are, what they can be.
The heist fantasy in general maps really well to game psychology. I'm a psychology-driven game designer to a large extent because we want to motivate you to keep
Psychology mentioned.
What are we stealing and what's the economy of the game? And I'm not talking about getting people to spend more cash. It's what's the drive of the game? And I think building new things or crafting things is a very interesting area. A good example would be like this thing we did for Payday where you would craft masks and this kind of thing.
Yeah, we're going back to the masks. I've heard people tell me before, like, oh, GTFO and then it's a masks game, right? I'm like, really? Yeah, maybe it is. But we wanted to make something different. Like, we didn't want to go fully masculine, maybe doing, you know, these big skull masks. Like, we don't want to limit us to not do it, but with the mask we have now, we actually wanted to bring some feminine, some sexiness, you know. So one of the inspirations we actually had was the Keira Knightley pout that she has. And there's also like these Japanese theater demon masks with Hannibal Lecter type of style. So as in the dives, you know, we could basically make anything. The masks are this expression to allow them to expand the world inside of themselves. So finding designs where they don't really know where to put it, in what categories, we try to hit kind of a sweet spot there. This is going to be a high-paced, intense, and a very fun collaborative game. Playing together with friends is a beautiful thing, right? Especially when we have these situations where shit hits the fan and we panic together and try to solve it.
So if you put 4 people in a room and they play it, and you start to hear the voices go up and they start to be loud in the room, then you know, like, yeah, it's something, you know?
If you want to find out more about Den of Wolves, head to our Steam page and make sure to wishlist now.
Yeah, it's Den of Wolves. It still looks good. So okay. I'm very sorry, I cannot say a lot about that, other than the text tried a bit too hard in my opinion. Okay. That looks like an interesting puzzle game. Play the demo now. I will try that. That generally looks interesting.
This is my first time on the PC Gaming Show. Any advice?
It's not that hard. Just show up on time, learn your lines, and don't.
I mean, it also has trains, so, you know,
I will destroy you.
approved.
Also, tea with honey is great for a scratchy throat after a long day on set.
Okay.
Want to rehearse the next scene? It's that silly one where I'm trying to detangle a bunch of headphone cables and you learn the folly of crossing Frankie Ward. I have powerful friends and a long reach. Or you could tell us about the next part you're going to install.
Yep, let's do that, please. Right, the X870E Aorus Master has a few special features to make PC building easier. My favorite is this tool-free SSD slot. Press a button and the heatsink comes away. Then push down on the latch to install your SSD. No screw required, which means no more crawling on the floor looking for said screw when you inevitably drop it. Then there's this Wi-Fi antenna. This combines standard 2 Wi-Fi connections into one easy-to-install or remove connector. No
Okay,
need to
here's the
screw
thing.
anything in. Lastly,
I know I
this
suck at
GPU, hit the
PC
button in the
building,
corner and pull it out. Job done.
but I screwed in a bunch of SSDs so far. That is not hard.
Evil Empire, where we've been working on the Rogue Prince of Persia's early access for over a year now, pushing the game way further than we ever imagined. I mean, just look at me playing. I'm happy, the team is happy, and our boss is happy. And the players, well, they seem happy too. Our 1.0 launch is fast approaching, so here's where we're at.
Oh yeah, right, that game existed.
Death shuns you, Prince. Use this gift and right your wrongs.
Honestly, the big problem that this game had was when it released last year, it was like completely overshadowed by the other 2D Prince of Persia game, and I had not heard anything about it, like until now. Like I don't even know what people think of it exactly. Like apparently, you know, people like it, good, but like, yeah, I have no clue. Oh, it looks generally good, like, especially in movement.
Kingdom as the worthy Prince of Persia.
I mean, it really looks good. I'm not gonna lie. It's just August. Okay.
Yep, that's me.
Oh
You're
God.
probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
No, don't do that trope.
Conductors of the train, tirelessly serving our passengers with kindness and respect.
Excuse me, this is a conductor only residence. Please back away from the door.
Hey, what's up? Yes, get motherfucking ready.
Listen up, scumbags. You rats will never get me out of this control room. You understand me? Never.
Car key. Bro, let's just flush him out. I'm tired. Do it. Run. Whip, whip, whip.
Hull compromised. Please evacuate the train.
Those are grateful mother...
Bro, we can literally intercept the conductor, steal all his shit, and extract. Let's go, 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 go.
So this is Snowpiercer Station 14 or what?
Engine fall in 10, 9, 8.
Carabao, we gotta move.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's one of those Space Station 13 like games, and it's like
eFrontier's founder access is the first public step.
and creating a visionary sci-fi survival experience. You start your journey alone, a tiny blip in a seemingly endless universe. As you struggle to gain a foothold in this hostile world, you can build rudimentary structures, improve ships, components, and more. You'll begin to discover details about the universe and the ancient civilizations whose remnants still roam the skies. Everything requires fuel to operate, and good resource management is crucial to survival. The most potent source of fuel, crude, is necessary to build formidable ships, advanced structures, and even stargates, reconnecting the vast universe. Smart structures are highly customizable and open the possibility for emergent gameplay only bound by your creativity. Founders have already created custom tournaments, specialized
What
trading
genre
hubs,
is it?
advanced security systems, and more. Are you ready to lose yourself on the frontier?
A new EVE game, I guess. Yeah, again, this is a sicko thing. I don't know what they're wanting to do there, but this...
CCP really knows how to make the destruction of the universe look kind of beautiful. I'm honestly looking forward to being ambushed in the depths of space and in the frontier.
I mean, the sad part is EVE became a lot more, you know, basically pay to win a few years ago, and that sucked. Before that, it was a fun game. I didn't get it, and I fucked up horribly and never touched again. Agonia played it, and she built herself a stabber for PvP and called it the dub stabber, and sometimes got free kills because people laughed about it. Good times.
I'm an introvert. Suits me. The contracts just keep on coming. 2 more rigs to construct. That will put me short in power. Gonna need more hydrogen generators. Good news is I've managed to synthesize 334 liters of water.
I mean, Enginefall could be interesting. I just really need to see more of it, basically. And this one, the trailer wasn't good.
We'll finally acquire an electrolytic producer. And with all that methane at level 2, that means methanol. After that, despite the fact no one really knows what's down there,
Huh.
I push on.
I mean, has definitely influence, but who knows?
Welcome to Matsuzawa Manufacturing Factory Number 1.
Oh, okay. So you have to, it's a puzzle game of building 80s and 90s Japanese electronics. Okay. It's a puzzle. Okay, they have a lot of puzzle games this time, but it looks great. It looks actually pretty fun. So, yeah. Had Winamp skins that, yeah, there were Winamp skins that looked like this. Ah. Oh, it's another factory automation game. Okay. I like that the dev is called Industrial Technologies and Witchcraft, which is like, that's a good name for a studio.
Here, we're producing blue cord.
And they have another factory game right afterwards.
This facility was built out of these three.
Ah, I'm sorry.
And dyed with pigment. Produced here in our blue pigment refinery, which was constructed.
I mean, it is popular, but like, this one actually looks pretty interesting because it is, you know, vertical and stuff, but
cut from cubes, which were melted from
I mean, I like automation games to a degree, so like, I don't hate it. It's just, it's funny they put two back to back. So if there's a third one now, you're like, hey, whoever made that show and all other indie devs, maybe switch genres at some point. There are a lot of them out there now.
So, Jacob,
Okay.
have you got any quick PC building tips you can share with our audience?
Here's one. You know when you accidentally drop a tiny little screw into your PC case and it just disappears?
Oh, yeah, I hate that.
Never happened to
Do you have
me.
for quickly finding it?
Nope.
And I'm clumsy as
Screw's
fuck.
gone forever, and you should pretend it never existed.
Forget I asked about tips. What can you tell me about the Radeon RX 9070 XT you're installing?
The Radeon RX 9070 XT is a hot ticket item right now, and for good reason. This is AMD's graphics division putting its best foot forward with an RDNA 4 chip that can go toe-to-toe with NVIDIA's GeForce RTX 5070 Ti. If you're worried about running out of VRAM, don't be. This comes with 16 gigabytes of GDDR6. That's plenty for gaming at 4K. Plus it supports FSR4, the latest version of AMD's upscaling technology, to help your frame rate. But what I like about it most is how easy it is to undervolt. This lets you run it with less power and still get top performance.
Okay. Surrender to the capybaras. Obviously, surrender to the capybaras. They are our new overlords. It's almost a factor game. I was like, it's like that, you know, how was it called? Terra something? Just with more story element. Terra Nil. Yeah, Terra Nil, just with more story elements and some Frostpunk in there, so looks good. Yeah. So, yeah. That could be, yeah. Well, speaking of Frostpunk,
maybe
I think
it's time to consider.
Wasn't they 11-bit? I don't know. Oh, where 11-bit again?
All your love now. 'Cause for all we know, we might be dead by tomorrow. I can't go on wasting my time, adding scars to my heart. 'Cause all I hear is I'm not ready now.
You were always one of us. From day one. What if deciding, making choices was never anything more than just an illusion?
What's in your heart? But if
You're still.
Hello, Mr. Ficonic. Ferrocopper nickel. Yeah. It has very heavy Death Stranding vibes. Yeah.
Just wanted to find a way out.
soon enough
But you know, we followed Shelter in between, so I was holding back a bit. I had chemistry in school, okay?
This is Pathfinder, Abomination Vaults. A hack-and-slash dungeon crawl where up to 4 players battle through a
Fico,
single
okay.
massive labyrinth filled to the brim with monsters, treasure, and secrets.
So it's Pathfinder Dark Alliance.
Customize each hero between 3
It's Pathfinder Dark Alliance.
by 2nd edition Pathfinder, or mix and match to craft the perfect hybrid. Whether advent.
Well. Oh wow, is my internet gone or? Oh. Okay, you know what? Let's go back to the parlor. Oh my god. Oh, apparently it crashed for everyone. Oh boy. YouTube still works. Oh. Let's switch to YouTube then.
Little merchant. Still taking up the challenge of a double life.
Yeah.
Between one endeavor and another.
YouTube. Unsere Nuggets. Genau, Kameradin. Genau, Genossin. Unsere Nuggets. Oh wait, I just realized one thing. If I switch over to YouTube, I should definitely end.
And wonder, is this pursuit more important than its destiny?
Moonlighter 3D. Oh, right!
Lies within you, little merchant.
I have never played Moonlighter, but, god damn it, almost interrupted. I mean, I heard people liked it, so maybe I need to try it at some point?
Elegant equipment for fieldwork. Spy gadgets. See here. This might appear to be a standard ATX full tower personal gaming computer. In actuality, every component is also an extremely cool spy gadget. Take, for instance, this CPU fan. In reality, Ninja Star.
Huh. That did a real number when we tried it on an intern. Well, moving on. We have our range of hidden tasers. To the untrained eye, a coffee mug.
Yeah.
In reality, a taser. Ooh, or how about this? To the untrained derriere, a roll of toilet paper. But in actuality, you guessed it, it's a taser.
Hey, what about this? Is this like a hidden listening device, USB, or is it maybe a spy camera?
It's a taser.
That is, of course, also a taser. Don't worry, he'll be fine. Eventually. For now, let's check out our next exciting world premiere.
We're back on YouTube. Hopefully YouTube doesn't crash and give us McDonald's advertisement. Is this Shadowrun? No. Just for a second I hoped, but no. Ooh, underwater. Okay. I don't think that this is it could be Oh, it's Barotrauma. It probably would be interesting for Ryan. He likes to play that. I haven't played it, but hey, you have a base building Barotrauma part, so yeah, sounds good. What the fuck? Did that grandma just shoot herself? Okay. Huh. No, I'm not a human. A demo out. That looks interesting. Huh. Oh look, another Fall Guys clone.
I'm Oscar, a solo developer, and this is my game, Botsu. It's an online multiplayer game where you control a ragdoll robot and compete in some very silly physics-based competitions. I started making this game in my spare time, and now you can play the free demo on Steam. You'll start off in a lobby area called Bot Central, where you can meet up with your friends and mess around with the sandbox while they arrive. When you're ready, mind the gap and hop on the matchmaking train to your Botsu tournament. Your team will compete in bonkers boxball matches, steal boxes and drag your team to victory in Stockpile, and try to be the last bot standing in Sumo. It's even got physics-based power-ups, like sticky bombs, balloons that work on anything, and grappling hooks to swing the match in your favor. You can play both online and split screen at the same time, and you can create crazy custom matches in the Steam demo right now. I hope you have fun.
Well, oh, it's an AMD thing. I mean, honestly, if you, I will repeat myself all the time, but if you're gonna, if you want to build a PC nowadays, buy an AMD processor. They're like the best value for your for your buck. Best value for your money. Most bang for your buck. That's how it goes. Wonderful. Yeah.
Coming up in the show.
Graphics card, you can decide, but like processors, I will say AMD. Like AM5 is a bit expensive now, but it will be still there for years. So yeah, that's that definitely is another thing. Oh boy, we're getting political again on this one. Didn't that game come out in early access and was kind of crap? Or am I missing? Yeah, totally not. We're just here talking about video games and trains. And that we should build more trains. God damn it. The fucking Breath of the Wild glider is so ubiquitous in video gaming now. It's amazing. It's just The game looks fine. Like I'm not gonna say anything here. It's just it's funny how you look at some stuff and like you clearly see where the inspirations came from. Could be good, honestly.
What an amazing collection of games we've already.
Oh, you know what would be funny if they announced today?
Mika, what is that?
Cube World Omega.
Wait, let me guess.
That would be the funniest thing to announce today. A show. Just be like, rip up all those old wounds. But maybe it's good this time, who knows?
Oh.
Plus, it is an amazing cookie filler. It's like forbidden icing.
Mika, you can't eat thermal paste.
Of course you can. Especially not with milk.
Okay. Let's check in on that build again.
You can eat thermal paste. It's doable.
In the computer.
It's not recommended, but it's doable. I'm not recommending anything here, other than building more trains. And take care of yourself. Have a healthy diet. Watch out that you get all the vitamins you need. Seriously, do that. I had way too many deficiencies in my life just recently. You do not want to have a deficiency. Even if you're just close to deficiency, it sucks. Like, watch out. You can eat anything. The question is whether you can eat anything else afterwards. That is true. That is absolutely true, actually.
Processor in the world for gamers and creators, for gaming and for everything else. It's a beauty. If I wasn't putting it in the rig, I'd be tempted to walk out of here with it myself.
Phenomenal. Peak PC gaming, courtesy of PC Gamer and AMD.
Indeed. So, how's the globe?
Plasma globe.
Looks like things are coming along perfectly with the rig. Which is perfect because right now we've got another exciting world premiere to show you from our friends at Fail Better Games.
I still wonder how they will cut off Dave Oshry this time. Oh.
The village of Chandley is small, complicated, and everyone's got their own story. For 100 years, the practice of horticulture has been under a curse, making even the simplest act of cultivation.
Okay, so from the devs that brought you Victorian London is fucked up. Victorian Britain is fucked up. It now comes with medieval Britain was also fucked up. Maybe we should just end Britain altogether. Doesn't seem like there's anything good in there.
Chandley may be small, but it's thick with secrets and set in its ways. Is it ready?
I mean, Fallen Stardew, yes, but it's also kind of like how's it called? Like that dialogue window is it's Disco Stardew or Stardew Elysium. Stardew Elysium is probably more correct.
Sunless Sea and Sunless Skies did have some light cannibalism in them. You can't eat people in this one, but that doesn't mean that it's safe. There are old powers.
You can't eat people in this one. Boo! 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 You just disadvertised your fucking game. Mamma mia! It's the dystopian pizza place. With fucking dubstep. I do not know what this is, but I like it. Pizza Bandit. I have no clue about this game, but I want to try it out. It looks stupid.
Catch up on the news. Get a new assignment. Fight some guys using tactics. Check your diary. Tuesday.
Oh look, it's Persona 1 and 2 at home.
Fight some more guys. Find a dog. Wednesday. Romance your friends. Kick an egg. Fight those guys. Thursday. Follow some blood. Track down a sandwich. Friend out of nowhere. There's guys. You fight them. Friday. Find a first dog. Learn a terrible secret. Fight a real
Okay, here's the thing. I'm not against devs, you know, making indie knockoffs of Persona 1 and 2, especially Persona 2. But this trailer just rubs me the wrong way because the whole school setting of Persona, especially old titles, was very deliberate as a, you know, contrast to the topics about the game. I mean, they are now remaking Persona 4, so maybe Persona 2 next? Who knows? Oh my god, they have to remake Hitler then.
Earth became uninhabitable. Humanity moved to orbit, but reproduction in space proved impossible. Moses responded with the Human Seed Program. Cryogenic embryos are grown to maturity in surface-based Lazarus pods.
That's true, but like, they have to remake Hitler. Am I wrong, Lena? Am I wrong? They have to. I mean, it's not Hitler, but they have to make a model that is looking like a certain painter dictator that did a bit of genociding. A lot of genociding that we still talk about today, and it's very, very, very bad. They have to make that in HD cartoony style. Just saying. Spoiler: it's actually not Hitler. It's an entity that just takes the form of Hitler. Why are we talking so much about Hitler now? Okay, train game. I'm train. Log in. Is there good choo-choo coming? Give me choo-choo. Trains on alien planets. Thank God. You build a space train. It's one of those games. I don't think it's Void Train 2 because this isn't in the Void, but certainly is inspired by it, I think. I think I saw this game once. I feel like I saw this game once. Railborn. I think I saw this before, but looks cool. Can I say that we have another game that just looks very similar to the other ones? Just slightly different? There were a few problems with the whole open world crafting co-op genre. They all look very similar. Yeah.
Inspector, Norex would like to offer you an opportunity. We have some dirty work we need you to take care of.
Okay, that looks interesting.
At your own risk, of course. Keep your mouth shut, and you'll be rewarded.
FPS Monster Hunter?
Join Norex. And don't.
Oh, it's that actually looks okay. Now I'm interested. That looks cool. I'm shocked that not more games try to like directly copy Monster Hunter like that. I like that though. That looks interesting. It kind of sucks to say add it to the pile, but it feels like there is just a pile. But yeah, that Icarus expansion looks good. That Icarus expansion looks... Oh. I like what I'm seeing there. I really like what I'm seeing there.
So you're good at building PCs, but can you build other things? Like a car?
No, Frankie. I can't build a
Okay,
car.
can I say one thing about this thing? I don't hate the idea that they're building a PC on the show. It's the PC gaming show. I generally would just wish they would show the building and not just, look, here's an expensive part. And like, sorry, I can't buy the newest AMD CPU or mainboard. It's just, at least just show doing it.
Just check out this RAM. You should install these before you start shopping for a new car.
Ooh, that's the Corsair Dominator Titanium DDR5. This kit is perfect for building an all AMD Ryzen build at 6,000 megatransfers a second and with low latency. However, we've also stuffed something special here, a light enhancement kit. That's a pair of dummy sticks that look the part but don't actually contain any memory chips. This is a great solution for an AMD build, as it means you can stick to the more reliable slots on the motherboard, 2 and 4, while looking the part. It also pairs nicely with our Haven 420 case, which offers thermal optimization with a central...
You could just also have more memory in there. Why?
That sounds like the perfect hardware combo for anyone looking to frank draw cards, explore endless dungeons, or simply stream with friends. But while you're out there updating your part picker list, why not check out this exciting upcoming game?
Ah.
World changed in the blink of an eye. The outpost where we hoped to find salvation has stopped responding. We found it abandoned, all in ruins. Now we have to find out what happened and rebuild what's left.
Is this elven punk? This is fucking elven punk. You're not building a city around a boiler, you build it around a tree. It just...
Not an ordinary mist that we knew before, but one that overwhelms us with the worst kind of fear. And yet, we must not only fight the fog, we must explore it, research it, understand it, as the fate of our people, maybe even the world, depends on it.
It's elven punk. So...
All before fear consumes us all. The tree provides.
Surviving the elven meth. Yeah. I mean, it looks good. Okay. Okay. That looks the king of iron balls. Can we... Oh, there's one. God Hand on more steroids. I mean, you know, God Hand is still different, but like, indie, I'd say this could be a, like indie God Hand like. I'm not even God Hand like. Sorry, but yeah, I'm not against it. It looks interesting. It looks fun. We don't have enough of those games. It definitely goes in that direction, but it feels a bit more like, you know, the Fist of the North Star game from the Yakuza devs. Like, it feels a bit more like a Yakuza game, just with more eccentric combat. So, you know? Yep. So it's just cult.
What it takes to worship the Eldritch.
Stars of Icarus. Yes, I hacked in.
After almost a decade, Muse Games is bringing us a follow-up to the airship combat game Guns of Icarus.
Now, as with all professions, our work as gadget-crazed weirdos would be impossible if not for the laser watches and ejector seats of those who came before us.
We stand on the shoulders of giants, crafty, unhinged giants.
Which is why I am pleased to present, in an attached
I've never played it, but looked good.
knives and tear gas canisters, the latest intel on Bond, James Bond. So we sent our secret agents to see what's happening.
Holy shit! I really got into all the shows to just advertise their Bond game. What the fuck? I mean, they were at Sony, they were at Summer Game Fest, they had their own show, and they also have a spot at the PC Gaming Show. Okay.
When things got together and we figured out that we were going to work on such a legendary IP, we're very, very excited. It's a huge opportunity. And also the fact that it hasn't been a game for 14 years just adds to the excitement of a comeback of this game in gaming.
The colleagues that we have here are phenomenal, and I think taking all of their experience from the sort of aging fantasy that they've been building for all these years and applying it to the Bond franchise has been incredible to see and be a part of. We're making a standalone James Bond game, but there are characters and locations that I think are going to make the fans of the novels and the fans of the movies and the cinematic history really smile. In any kind of IP where there's some known aspects of the character, you can initially view these as constraints, but really they're strengths because we get to work with all these amazing partners. Aston Martin and Land Rover, collaborations with Omega, and all of these things lends itself a sense of credibility to the player that this is a real James Bond experience.
Crafting this character has been both exciting and extremely challenging because it's about...
It's Hitman Bond, so like I don't even know what to say actually. It's IO Interactive making Bond, and we already saw it like twice. It's great, we get to do all sorts of product placement. Yeah, that's basically what they just said. Might have thought that one a bit more through, I would say.
We wanted to make something that was fully original. So he's young. He's someone who doesn't yet know all the things we know about James Bond. He has all the core qualities. So he is irreverent. He is inherently charming. He's funny, but he's not yet cold. He's not callous. He's a more energetic. He has that impatience of youth built into him somewhere.
Sorry, I really don't know what to say. You know. Okay, how do you like the announcements so far? Everyone, they're talking about Bond. Oh. Bond should be middle-aged. Yeah, that's true. And also more British. Like, I'm sorry. This Bond is not British enough.
dangerous world out there. How does a young man fare while still retaining his values?
Not only will we get to experience the character changes and the lessons he needs to learn, but also how he gets
Yeah, that's the problem. I mean, they kind of hinted at it to a degree, but and it would be weird if not. Like, if this is an action game again, it's like James Bond would just be an asshole of you. I mean, seriously, that would that would make for an interesting game if you know, just have to asshole your way through everything and learn from that. But yeah.
Some of these core elements from Minecraft in our James Bond game.
A really core aspect of this game is what we call creative approach. And it has to do with standing outside a lavish location. We're going to give you an objective in here. You absolutely need to be able to do that.
Oh yeah, right. Hitman is getting co-op. They just kind of dropped that on the side during their presentation, like 2 days ago or so. Which is interesting because like the Bond game, like, yeah, interesting, and then they're like, oh yeah, Hitman gets co-op. Hitman, yeah. And like I generally said, they were like, fuck, I need to get that game now, don't I? Because co-op assassination game, that's one of the that's something I could even play with a Gunya, and it's gonna be that would be fun. Yeah, I would definitely be wasted on a pure action game, or more like if they made a pure action game, I truly hope they would actually make something original with it. But yeah. Chris Pinekirk, yeah, that was it. I know people compared him to Nathan Drake and such, but like, I was like, it's not correct. It's Chris Pinekirk, yeah. I mean, it would be cool if he is actually just an asshole and stops being an asshole. That would predictable, but oh wow, boo, boo statue. Sorry, brain was just like, oh hey, a Dragon Ball fan. I mean, it could work, but I get you. But yeah, it really is Chris Pinekirk. Holy shit.
It's very, very exciting. We, as a studio and as a team, have involved a lot to do top-class action, spectacle moments, and spectacle.
It really is Chris Pinekirk. Holy shit. I mean, honestly, at that point, they could have just hired Chris Pine. I'm serious, by the way. They could have hired him. I mean, holy shit. You just made me realize what a wasted opportunity they had here. Because, like, I mean, Chris Pine is older now, okay? But Chris Pine is a good actor. He could pull that off. They should have just gone for young Chris Pine as as the model, the stand-in. Actually, Chris Pine could definitely play a Bond character. I know people would be like, but no. Here's the thing, like, Chris Pine could. Like, people would probably be like, oh, really, Chris Pine, could he, I mean, first of all, I know I will always say the movie is not it's really not Dungeons and Dragons, but Chris Pine was great in it. He could play Bond. And what, he's American, who cares? Okay. He could still pull off a British person. I see. I feel really like after Cruelty Squad and Slayer X Legends of the Slayer, a lot of there are definitely a certain part of devs doing the shit post boomer shooter thing now. I don't know if this one is good, actually, but Goblin America, a Jill Lawson game. Play the demo and wish maybe it's good. It's just, again, you feel the Cruelty Squad influence.
We shielded our city. Safe but trapped. We endured. Until now. Until
defend our kingdom, repel the evil hordes. Rebuild what
Okay.
the enemy shattered, and restore the might of our city. The lands of Bastion still whisper secrets. Relics of power waiting to be claimed. Together, you are legions. Not even the hordes of the Unraveler shall
So
halt
it's
your advance.
tower defense, Diablo roguelike?
Once banished, you will break us free.
Okay. Looks at least interesting.
If it feels like something's been implanted at the base of your skull, that's because there has. It's in your best interest to listen to me.
Okay.
Good work. Head back to the van.
Not much to say about
As
that.
you can see, we are running a fine-tuned engine of gaming goodness. Oh, speaking of, Sean, what's going on with the rig?
Let's find out. Frankie, Jacob, status report?
We're doing great down here. Jacob is about to fill us in on what we're installing next.
I'm just wiring up everything with our Gigabyte Aorus X870E motherboard. It's got a suite of features for reliable overclocking and memory performance, and its built-in thermal armor and heatsinks will keep our Ryzen X3D rig running great without running hot. And of course, our GPU, a Gigabyte Radeon RX 9070 XT with RDNA 4 architecture, and 3rd gen AMD ray tracing tech for competitive 4K performance.
Awesome. And for those of you who want to speed up your own PC build, I've got a technique I always use. A montage.
A what?
A montage.
Really? You don't show the... They could have just shown the building during the... Oh, God.
Oh, a montage. Right. Great idea, Frankie.
Freeze frame high five?
Freeze frame what?
Not gonna lie, I'm starting to get a little bit worried about the rig booting, but oh, perfect. In the meantime, here's some new tech for you, or should I say, some new Terra tech.
Oh, look. It's Vampire Survivors with cars. It's not a bad idea. Let's just be real here, but vampires. Oh my god, yeah, Vampire Survivors. That is. Oh my god, that one is actually. You're right. It's Vampire Survivors. I mean, honestly, this is probably the best idea, a new idea on the survivor genre I've seen so far. But like, TerraTech Legion. Yeah, doesn't look bad. It's just you see what it is. I don't know. Maybe? I have no idea what this game is, but could be interesting. Paralives. So, who knows? Yep, definitely has Sims vibe. Okay. People can... I am genuinely a little bit disappointed that People Can Fly are making a survival crafting game. Like... Come on. It's, yeah, added to the pile, but also like, the People Can Fly logo was just like, you couldn't make an interesting twist on that? Especially since I sort of, you know, especially, you know, where it is and the aesthetic and stuff, and like, what I find interesting is they have guns, they have the tropical setting, and sometimes when I looked at the bunker, I was like, this looks a bit like Far Cry 3. Then I remembered Far Cry 3 had a better combat system.
Oh, I didn't see you there. Don't mind me, I have got a special friend stopping by, but
yeah,
don't upstairs. It's a surprise, you see. When you see them, just let them know that they can add any of today's exciting games to their wish list. Follow the link below to see all the goodies in today's show. And in the meantime, let's see what our friends over at Rogue Snail have been cooking up.
Meu Deus. Perdoe essa pobre coitada. Que de joelhos rezou,
It could, yeah. Like, I don't even hate the idea of, you know, you have some base you build out and then go onto the island and come back, but yeah. It is Catholic 80s, yes. No, they even said, how's it called? Path of Exile, like. So, it's Path of Exile with Catholic stuff and Hades, so like, cool. I mean, it doesn't look bad, it's just... Especially since it's about a war in Brazil, so... Hell Clock. Maybe this one is good. It generally didn't look bad, so... What? What the fuck? What? What is Why did he steal the cat? I also don't like it, but what the fuck? Why did he just... Militionär. Okay. You can steal a shitty cat. I did not expect that, but still, what was that? Oh, it's a Hearthstone game.
Chef, opening your own restaurant may feel like a fairy tale, but it's trickier than it looks. Customers curse you. The hordes line up at the door. Elder gods are summoned. All of this can really burn your biscuits. But you will be forged in the fires of the kitchen. Sharpen your knives and master the magic of food. For an ancient hunger has awoken. And the path to a demon's heart is through...
Okay, honestly, you're on a roll today with the names, but yeah, it is Hearty Stone. It really is Hearty Stone.
How things are progressing with the rig. And make sure there aren't any saboteurs in the mix. Hey, Mika, how are the kids looking down there?
Who knows?
Not looking great. They're hooking up a... Oh my god, they're hooking up the PC to a printer.
No, printer, it's too dangerous. I told them the rig is way too valuable to be anywhere near a printer.
I know.
We have to stop them.
No. It's too late because they're downloading a driver.
Oh,
wait.
God, why?
Maybe it's an okay. Jacob looks like he's laughing. Oh, no, he's sobbing. And now he's cursing God. I can, yeah.
Why, you maniacs, why? Damn you, printers. Haven't you taken enough from us?
Well, while our team does some troubleshooting, let's take back the post-apocalypse from hordes of mutants in co-op roguelite Gun Touchables.
Fair point. I don't have one. I should have one, but I don't have one.
Watching this tape, it means the world has ended. Welcome to Gun Touchables. It's not a game, it's a state of mind. It's about having such a cool gun, you're untouchable. That's why they call it Gun Touchables. Collect crates in the wasteland to help you kick more ass. But your enemies are getting upgraded too, and that's where things heat up. So get ready to blow stuff up, and smack stuff with a shovel, and shred stuff with a bone saw, and smack stuff. Survival is about sticking together. It's about getting badass guns and even more badasser upgrades. It's about killing whatever this thing is. Because here in the apocalypse, you're up against a million.
Especially since this kind of just looks like, you know,
there's only one way to survive.
box set with more bunny.
Gun Touchable. Coming to early access on June 17th.
It's really not bad. Oh yes. The good ones are coming. I need to play Ultra Kill again, don't I? God damn it, Ultra Kill.
Coming up in the show.
I mean, it's Ultra Kill. I probably should catch up on it a bit. Yeah, that's that was Dark Tide again. Hey, wait, I heard Dark Tide is good now, so I mean, another base building crafting game.
And this is the Superhero Dispatch Network.
Oh, this one.
Ready for your first shift.
Wait, we're doing this? Hey team, this is your dispatcher.
Someone's robbing the museum.
Watch and learn, Sonny. How do I mute you?
We're taking bets on when you'll quit.
Friday?
Today's Friday.
I know.
I'm interested. Might stream the demo these days. If I remember. I still need to catch up on season 4 of The Boys. Honestly, it is interesting how Amazon is holding down the superhero genre right now. With, you know, Invincible and, well, The Boys. I still am interested in that Supernatural crossover episode coming in season 5, so... Oh yeah, they announced an Invincible fighting game. It really doesn't look that good, especially, you know, in a post-Marvel Tokon announcement world. Invincible is generally really good. I really like it.
Wheel World is the rare kind of game that leaves you asking the important questions. Like, why aren't all the world's bicycles shaped like hot dogs?
We can only hope the answer reveals itself someday. Until then, let's turn our attention to the latest from FBC Firebreak, the next game from Remedy. And if my tracker is working properly, it looks like Frankie met up with the Bureau.
It's been 6 years now since we've been locked in with the Hiss. I don't care about your day job if you can hold a gun and use a tool. Firebreak needs you.
You have a beta for people to try, maybe? Would be cool.
This ain't an easy shift, but at least you won't be alone. Your fellow Firebreakers will have you back. Fighting together, fixing together, and hell, even showering together. If you can stand your ground and stick together, it'll be more than enough to survive.
Corrupted item loose on site.
On my way. That's the job. Sounds simple enough. Good. I've got a liability waiver here with your name on it.
I really wish we could try that game before.
Absolutely epic.
I mean,
Delivered on all fronts, but it did
seriously,
come back to my studio
it's a
days.
co-op game. I want to try it before I buy it, you know?
And the slight feeling of regret in the shower. What have we signed up to? Mike Ayata, you're the game director of FBC Firebreak from Remedy Games. Thank you so much for joining us. But yeah, what
absolutely.
have we signed up to here?
Yeah, lots. So that was our big launch trailer. We're coming out in just over a week now, so we're really excited to share a lot more of the game, stuff that we haven't shown, a little bit of all of the 5 jobs in the game, which are kind of different crises that you have to deal with. But yeah, so we're getting close now.
I remember when Control came out in 2019, and we're revisiting that world in FBC. Why was now the right time to revisit?
Yeah, so right now it was just a great time for us to kind of go back to the Elvis house.
I mean, probably,
to kind of feel like we were retreading,
you know,
and that was like definitely something we thought about a lot.
lesbians can get distracted a lot, so that might generally be the case.
Into the oldest house and see it from fresh eyes in a different way.
Yeah, can you blame her?
And also, we're in first person this time, so...
Yeah, so of course very different, and I think as anyone can tell from that trailer, we're extremely, like, tonally to the side of Control. And this was a really big challenge for us, because of course Control was very moody and atmospheric and very, like, horror-tinged. But of course, it did always have that little edge of absurdity. And speaking to that, this is kind of like why we leaned into that more absurd angle. Because, you know, Control was very carefully built for a single-player experience. Since we are sort of a kind of joke around with your mates and just kind of have fun thing, we didn't want to totally like betray that franchise, but we did want to take those kind of recipe components and just flip them around. So we keep that kind of edge of like horror and tension and stakes, and we just add a lot of the absurdity.
There's probably something that just spawns food.
You saw Sticky
Probably.
Ricky, a gigantic monster made out of sticky notes. In one of our trailers, you know, somebody I think actually shouts like "Sticky Ricky!" Sticky Ricky! Which was to us very, very funny, but to that character, completely terrifying.
And Sticky Ricky is joining us today. Yes. He's just getting himself together, and maybe he'll answer a few of my questions. Say I don't necessarily have 3 straight-up fraggers on my team. Are there roles that we can adopt in this game?
Yeah, absolutely. So the game is kind of built around a trifecta of kind of saved loadouts that are centered around tools. We call these crisis kits, and each one was developed with a different play style in mind. So we have one that kind of shoots these gigantic like liquid globules you saw in the trailer, and this is for the person we always just imagine almost like Scarface, like I don't really care, I just kind of want to, you know, paint the world with something. And then we have another one which is a tool that kind of looks like a pogo stick mixed with a defibrillator, and you might be surprised, but we always thought this is like a precision and tactical instrument just because you can kind of relocate yourself and move around easily. And then we have the last really complex tool, which is literally just a wrench. Just a wrench. It's a gigantic piece of steel. So we made a lot of active decisions to try to get people right into the gameplay. So that's at the cost of some direct storytelling, but we haven't scrimped any on the world building and the big narrative and what it feels like to be inside of the oldest house.
We do associate Remedy with these big narrative games, so much imagination, atmosphere, obviously Alan Wake, obviously Control. Sure. So this feels like a new departure for you guys moving into this space. So why?
Yeah. And to be clear, it's fundamentally different. You shouldn't go into
Yeah,
the game once
I really can't say a lot. You know, the problem is, if there isn't like anything out game or so, I really do not know how well the loop could be that, you know, like I like co-op games. I played a lot of them, and
if you are a huge Control head,
some really fall apart quickly.
Friends to try this game out, we wanted to give that kind of step.
I don't know, that's not the point. It's more like, how does it feel as a co-op game that you can return to and play a bunch of times? It's like, we didn't have a beta, we can't try it really.
What does this game look like in, say, a year's time?
Yeah, that's a great question, especially because, you know, the online space, I think a lot of people treat it very differently. One of the big things that we're about is avoiding kind of like FOMO, like engagement. You know, you don't need to check in every day. We're not going to kind of add a timed battle pass. So if you come in on day one and you come back to us a year from now, all you're going to see is all the great stuff that we add. And speaking of that, already in this year, we're going to add 2 more jobs. That adds to the other 5 game modes that we ship with, already growing it by about 40% by the end of the year. We've got additional endgame systems and lots of plans.
I'm just pitching, it's a stapler, like opened out, and it just...
Okay, I have news for you. There is a stapler in the game.
I'm a genius.
So in the game, actually in that trailer, you probably saw that big traffic light. That's actually called the red light. It's an altered item you may have seen in Control. It's now corrupted by the hiss, and in certain settings, it can show up and kind of hit you with a big red light. You're not allowed to move until it gives you a green light. There's another one, which is a stapler, which if you are a super Control nerd, you might remember from some of the posters in the oldest house. Is that a stapler an altered item? And then you see a nice little clip art of a stapler. Well, that stapler actually shows up, and it kind of behaves like a fly. It sort of like buzzes around your face and gives all the enemies a lot of additional health. So yeah, there you go.
Where can we sign up?
Yeah.
Why does the stapler give health?
On all the major consoles, on Epic Game Store, or you can head over to Steam where you can wishlist the game.
Again, I just want to try it, because like, again, having a loop you want to come back to, that's hard. And I think the only game that really got it as well in the last years, it's a staple of the game, oh god. I mean, some did things well, but like, that's the thing, when they say, oh, we have endgame mechanics. I want to see what your endgame mechanics are. I want to see, like, what is why should I come back to it, you know, compared to, for example, Payday 2 or other games.
Here's a look at Ubisoft's next entry in the long-running strategy city builder, Anno 117, Pax Romana.
Anno! Ooh! Markets.
If you want to be immortalized in the lateness, here's a little lesson in greatness. If governing is your vocation, it's all about location, location, location.
Go where you've never gone before.
Find a religion.
Or five. Or more. Romanize your territories. Or keep them Celtic if you please.
Sharpen your steel or lose your head. I'd prefer Pax Romana instead.
November. Mm-hmm. Okay, there's a religion aspect this time. I know, yeah. The arena said enable fighting, so... It always gets mentioned, but people just seemingly... Oh, it's supported by the German government. Lol.
I thought I told you there's nothing up there.
What's up there, though?
Nothing.
There's a tower.
Yeah, that's it.
When you get to the top of the tower, what's there?
It's like a top of a tower.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, you can expect Anno stuff. Yeah, they already showed it on a while ago and on, you know, the state of play, but I love that they show more. This really looks great. I wonder how you control it so smoothly, though. Play the demo. This guy to be kicked out, though. Yeah. Oh. Oh, right, they're making new Endless Legends. I wondered if it tells you this time how to play it. I mean, I played it, and here's the thing. Endless Legends has a lot of great ideas and a lot of good aspects, but it doesn't explain to you things well. It doesn't even have, like, it even has UI problems and stuff. There's so much potential. The problem is just, like, if you played Age of Wonders, those were better.
Eager to see more of the rig, and I'm eager to show it. So let's check back in with the build and see where things are at.
Oh, hi Mika. We have had a slight hiccup. Looks like Jacob forgot the #1 rule of a new PC build.
An offering before you start, or computer spirits drink your heart. He forgot the sacrifice.
You have to do the sacrifice.
Can we scold me later?
All right, I should cut him loose while he's still got blood. Sit still, Jacob. I don't want to hit any important bones.
I am loving how normal things are today. And a quick reminder, you can find every single game from today's show in one place at the PC Gamer Steam page over at pcgamer.com/wishlist. My own wishlist is currently buckling under the strain of so many amazing games.
And you know what? Speaking of amazing games, here's our next world premiere. A brand new game published by Punkle, the creator of Vampire Survivors. Get ready to go berserk.
Huh. Hey. What? It looks cool, but I'm like, how are you supposed to play this? Yeah? Berserk or die? Okay. I have no clue what is going on there. Looks cool visually, but that's it. Literal button masher. Yeah, that could actually be the case. Oh, look. It's high surface. High surface galactic. No, Micropunk. I actually saw gameplay of that before. It's actually more like Deep Rock Galactic, as in, you know, you go into a dropship, you drop into a region, do something, and you go back out again.
Delighted to meet you.
Open your mind.
This could be a party. We simply can't pass it up.
Lippo Plus, for when you want something a little different.
Coming your way.
Hold up.
What's on your mind?
Aliens, the anomaly.
The band.
We could theoretically send TV through it.
We already are.
The Bend is a planet-wide hallucination and a hoax.
Everybody seems so anxious to say something that they don't get their facts straight first.
Consider the Bend as a source of signal intrusions and dangerous interference.
The Bend is the future. It's our
I guess.
Couldn't catch me zooming.
It's probably gonna be called Playdate Color as well.
Let us eagerly embrace the abyss.
The Nether.
Dimension.
television. Only on Blippo Plus.
What?
All those games have looked great, and wouldn't you know it, we've got even more to show you. Check this out.
Hey, I'm Felix Schade. I started Morbid Metal a few years ago as a solo dev, and what began as a small passion project has evolved into something far more ambitious. It hit Steam Early Access this summer, and I can't wait to show you more. Morbid Metal is a fast-paced, roguelite hack and slash that is built for intense combo-driven combat. You play as an advanced AI, trapped inside a deadly simulation. Your mission? Explore its beautiful and brutal iterations, grow stronger,
I mean, this looks good.
to your creator. You'll control up to 3 characters. It's a bit like switching weapons in a shooter, except here, you're switching full-on playstyles. Each character has their own unique combat style and active abilities, which are unlocked as you explore the simulation. You can even chain attacks between different characters. Start with Vector to quickly dispatch enemies, switch to Flux for a flurry of hits, and finish your combo with Echo's special attack. Mastering each playstyle will be essential, as you'll face a variety of powerful enemies, each with their own attack patterns and weaknesses. And at the end of every biome, you'll face powerful bosses. These are dramatic,
It looks good, yeah.
encounters designed to be tough but rewarding. Each new run reshapes the world. Layouts shift, enemy types change, and you'll have to adapt and make strategic choices to succeed. Choose character upgrades, buffs, or curses that change how you play. Some of these choices push you to take risks, others offer abilities, rewards, and modifiers, which alter your combat style, making each run truly unique. Play the free demo tomorrow during Steam Next Fest and wishlist now for early access on August 20th.
Yeah, looks good. Returnal may cry. Yeah, could be said that. Oh look, we have Celeste at home.
Peggy 3.
Fucking bus simulator. Looks like a cool horror game trapped inside a platformer. Yep, fair. And this one looks...
Good morning, Emberville. Today is the first day of our very own public bus service. The bus services will start in the tracks and ash tree, but will expand to more neighborhoods as passenger approvals roll in. The City Council says this will be the test to see if more public infrastructure is worth improving. So get out there, ride the bus, and let your voices be heard.
I have so many things to say about what they just said.
See what's going on the factory floor. Make sure there's no production line issues holding up the rig.
Well,
I mean, pro infrastructure games, useful, but yeah.
Hey, Sean, there is a big window right behind us. We could just look through that.
Oh, look through a window? What is this, the Stone Age?
You know, I'm pretty sure they didn't have windows in the Stone Age, Sean.
Why would I use an obsolete Stone Age technology when the wristwatch I invented is capable of tracking my steps and hacking into any camera system on the planet instantly?
Okay, that's actually really amazing, Sean.
Well, I'm glad you like it because I took the liberty of making a Mika model a gift from me to you. Here,
The thing is, in a lot of American cities, they legitimately have no bus service.
A little bit much. Wait, I have to make an account to use this?
Well, it's a free trial for 7 days, but then it's only $9.99 a month after that. And look, two-factor authentication for safety.
Sean, this is and now I have to connect my Steam account?
It's plot vision as a service.
America is a cursed place, yeah. Another crafting survival game. Dear PC Gaming, you have a little bit of a crafting survival game problem. I don't even want to shit on them this much because I know there's work and effort put into them. This one looks cool again. Nice. Very based game. Looks neat, so yeah. Look, it's another Stardew Valley like. With dark undertones. Oh no! How original. Okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing, Claire. And I know. We can, technically the original ones were Harvest Moon. But Stardew Valley was definitely a love letter to Harvest Moon. But all the games afterwards definitely didn't happen because of people liking Harvest Moon. They played Stardew Valley and they saw it made money. So, yeah. We reached cozy horror.
It's from Blumhouse Games. You know, I often felt that the only thing missing from Stardew Valley was the ever-present danger of murder. So this should hopefully scratch an itch. And Grave Season.
I don't know, because there was always a dark undertone in Stardew Valley, but okay. Yeah.
On this most auspicious of nights.
Oh, hello, Count Dracula.
I would like to raise a toast. New friends, I bid you welcome to the club.
We've got to get out of here.
This will help.
Maybe Stardew is a dystopia. Maybe.
A terrible curse has drawn you together, but fear threatens to drive you apart.
Did you seriously rob me? Is that blood?
God! Oh, God! Keep your cards close to your chest.
No, this isn't right.
For you'll need to decide who you can trust.
That's also true. Like, it's like Stardew Valley, especially when you start out, it's not about the cozy life. It's about grinding the shit your stats up and making money, so you can actually do shit later. It is a bit dystopian.
Vampire the Masquerade, Bloodlines Unofficial Patch, Doom 3 Phobos, and more mods join GOG. Pre-installed and ready to play, smooth as never before. Just add the mod to your library, click download, and install it. It's that simple. GOG has teamed up with modding communities
Nice.
to bring you iconic fan creations, which by restoring cut content, fixing long-standing bugs, to introducing entirely new quests, characters, and experiences, breathe new life into classic titles.
It's GOG. Yeah.
Later this year.
Hungry? Get some fast food. Velocity noodles. Fast food in his bag.
Oh. I'm not even surprised. Maybe, you know what? The higher price point could maybe be the thing where people be like, yeah, this was not worth it, because, you know, Outer Worlds really ran on the, we are making Fallout New Vegas too. Yeah, it was me. That's the thing. If the second game isn't a lot better, that can backfire. look, it's by the way a Hotline Miami like, and it's not Ocho, so. By the way, if you really like the combat of Hotline Miami, where like I want more of this, and I know it's a roguelike, play Ocho. The game is so good, and also has a banger soundtrack, like really good. By the way, another farming game. I have to say, the PC Gaming Show definitely has better standouts than Summer Game Fest, but Summer Game Fest was, you know, a lot of repeated gacha stuff instead of farming sims, and I tolerate farming sims more, and, you know, survival crafting games. And, you know, so far, the Russian government hasn't bought some spots, so, yay? What a low bar to clear this year, holy shit.
Advanced spy technology is looking out the window. I think the rig is just about ready to boot up. Hey Frankie, how we doing in there?
I think we are just about ready to power this bad boy up. What do you think, J-Money?
She's ready to roar. Sean, would you like to do the honors?
Oh, you guys, I thought you'd never ask. Ugh. It's alive!
It's beautiful. It calls to me.
I love it more than any parent could love their child.
As a mother, I take offense to that. But in this case, I'll allow it. And if you are watching this now, this very PC could be yours. Mika, what do they need to know?
That's right, you could be the proud owner of the rig. In all of its top-of-the-line AMD-powered gaming glory. All you need to do is follow the link below and fill out the PC Gaming Show survey, and you will be entered in a chance to win.
I mean, I'd like to enter myself, but I am public enemy #1 in 14 countries, and I'm not about to add another. So, head on over to PCGamer.com.
Let's Game It Out. That's a name I haven't heard in a while.
So
Wasn't
our
it
build might be finished, but we've still got more
definitely
games to
channel?
go. So let's take a look.
May the Lord protect me from the evil within. May the Lord protect me from the evil within. May the Lord protect me from the evil within. May the Lord protect me from the evil within. May the Lord protect me from the evil within.
Look, it's Signalis with nuns.
May the Lord protect me from the evil within.
And probably not lesbian, so boo. Yeah, that definitely looks cool. That's true, there's a lot of Catholic games as of now. Interesting observation, yeah. I have to say though, Roman Catholic aesthetic is a vibe. Like, I think we can all agree on that. The evangelicals, like Lutheranians, evangelicals, they're vibeless, they're kind of boring. Roman Catholic though, yeah, they know how to vibe with the aesthetic.
We're PlayFusion, a studio done playing by AAA rules who still believe games belong to players. Descendant is an FPS capture the flag reimagining where strategy collides with chaos.
It's like capture the flag on crack.
Another capture the flag game.
Yeah. We're coming to you from Santa Cruz, California. Okay. #1, this is not a wig. Yeah. #2, we got a game coming out soon. Yeah. Here's the trailer. Yeah.
What?
What seems to be going on with the little guy?
Yeah, I think my cat's sick. Yeah, he's got a broken neck. He has horrible IBS. His mouth and one of his ears are missing. His soul was removed by a Kandarian demon.
What was that last one?
He's taken a shotgun to the face a couple times.
What?
He's got rabies, I'm pretty sure. And he's made a deal with the devil. He was stabbed repeatedly in the neck, chest, face, and hair. He's incredibly dehydrated. He has depression. Who doesn't nowadays, right? He appears to have a conjoined twin. I don't really. He has a gambling addiction. He was probed by aliens. He was mauled by a large headless beast. His tail appears to be growing ahead. He has ADHD. He got into a fight with a dog.
Eugenics, coming to Steam February 10th, 2026.
Magnificent games and a magnificent gaming PC that you could once again head over to PC.
Okay, here's the thing.
/survey for a chance to claim the rig. Mika, have you noticed that since powering her up, we've been
That name, Mugenics, and where that word is borrowed from, with the fact that this woman said the cat has ADHD is just... something really doesn't sit right there. I don't know. Probably not meant that way, but...
Yeah, I feel it in my teeth.
God, same. But okay, listen. The show's almost done, so let's finish strong and agree to stop messing with whatever is saying the rig.
Great idea. Let's close out the show the same way we began, with a trio of exclusive world premieres.
Yeah.
Mason, 34, former surgeon at Westwood Hospital. You've been brought here to perform a surgery. Paul Mason, former surgeon at Westwood Hospital.
I don't know how, but I think we've done this already. Oh, there's a way out of here.
I kinda want to see gameplay, but it looks cool. Oh. FMV game. It looks cool. Yeah. Sometimes you really just need to have something that's a vibe. Yeah. Someone liked Mortal Engines a bit much, I suppose. I mean, this is Mortal Engines, the game, basically. It's neat.
What a spectacular show that was! The games, the rig, the gadgets, the non-lethal electrocutions, the thermal paste.
Oh my god, the thermal paste. And speaking of gadgets, we've got time to show off one last little invention of ours.
Oh, goody!
Inside this keyboard is a hidden compartment for storing hand-encrypted messages, and I've left a special farewell message for the viewers. We have just got to crack it open. Oop. Yeah, this is just a normal keyboard. It's Jim's from accounting.
Poor guy can't catch a win, and this soon after the divorce?
Oh, a reminder to everyone, thermal paste isn't food.
A big thanks to Frankie and Jacob for building the rig. And thanks, of course, to all of you for tuning in.
We'll have to work super hard to top this when the PC gaming show Most Wanted returns in December. Thanks for watching.
See you in December, everyone.
Honestly, it's probably not gonna be not with that attitude. Yeah. Also, I doubt it's gonna be hard to top. Just
We're going. All right, it's time. Tell me when.
Hello, everyone, to the PC Gaming
and
Free Show.
yeah, you know what? We're going back to the Rock and Dreamer parlor. We can talk a bit more. Yeah, they had some good announcements. But hey, if I can give one piece of advice. Oh yeah, have a good night. Probably gonna go a little bit overboard today, but I do want to finish up Borderlands today, so it was fun having you here. See you around. But yeah. What can I say? If they want to top this show this year, the answer is simple. Less crafting survival games, less farming games, more everything else. You can't keep doing the whole Christian genre thing though. Those were kind of cool actually. Like, yeah, we all went down for that. I think. So yeah, time to hit up the final episode. Or I will have one question though first. 1 second. Okay, well, yeah, we're gonna switch over and more strategy. They had some city builders though, so yeah, those weren't like I think the big, you know. They were there. Just the problem is I think a lot of them were currently in the genre of let's do blah. Let's copy Frostpunk. And yeah, so there we go, loading in. Everyone, thanks everyone for being here with us and watching the PC Gamer Show. And otherwise, we will literally switch over now and have some Tales from the Borderlands. Fucked up shit and stuff. Yeah. So yeah. I will just end the stream for a very brief moment. And we will literally be right back. So see you around and have a good time. Until in a second.